defense taking another step forward. Jacob, we're going to jump now into a little Edgerrin Cooper talk. It sounds like he's been dominating here lately. Player of the day, according to Bill Huber, this came from his article. Linebacker continued a strong camp, displaying elite speed and playmaking ability. Wes Hokowitz put a tweet out, said, Edgerrin Cooper pass breakup show today at Nitschke. Dude is everywhere, man. Really, really excited to see what he does as we get a little bit deeper into preseason here. Disrupted a bootleg, blitzed effectively, and broke up a pass with authority. Praised by Jordan Love for his quickness and improving play recognition. Now, it sounds like, Jacob, according to Matt LaFleur, Quay's still going to be the quarterback of the defense, still going to wear the green dot. That's the way I took his comments. That could change as we get into the season. But if Quay is fully healthy by week 1 and he's got the green dot, it just allows Edgerrin Cooper to play free just like he did last year. You know what I mean?
Yeah, 100%. And I can't tell you, there's probably not a thing on this earth that I'm more excited to see than a string of, the first few games where we actually see a healthy Quay, a healthy edge, and insert whoever third linebacker is. But even if they're in that nickel 4-2-5 type defense, it's just like we say on the offensive line of the or the offensive side of the ball, I should say, like, who are you going to guard? With the opposite, it's like, who do you want to guard you? Like, I just.
Right.
Between
who are you going to double team, right?
Yeah, who are you going to double team, and which one of you guys are going to go on and take out, Edgerrin Cooper as he's kind of just sifting and evading blocks and absolutely just crushing it? Wasn't there some crazy stat where he had like one every 2 or 3 plays was a tackle for loss, like based on what his final numbers were? I mean, just insane stuff. And I hate bringing up names because it's always such cheesy but he reminds me of the greats like Urlacher, freaking Luke, like freaking even go back as far as like Clayton said, I think recently with Lawrence Taylor. There's something about him where almost like I was talking about Golden, it just seems effortless. Like his brain knows where the ball's going to be and his body says, okay, I got it. And just does some sort of weird matrix moves to get to point A to point B without almost getting like any sort of taking on any blocks, of avoiding, the scrum, whatever you want to call it. He just seems like it's natural for him. And for him to be that progressed this early in his career, I'm telling you guys, watch out.
Yeah, and to Clay's point, you get a guy like that, you don't want to put the cuffs on him, right? You want a guy like Edge Coop to just let him be what he is, man, which is a monster. I don't want to say too much on his plate, but it's like if you bog him down with too big of a role too quick, you're going to lose some of that, dynamic play that you get from him. I think he needs to play by feel and just go out there, turn that guy loose and let him wreak havoc, man.
Yeah. I agree. And Emilio, another thing that stood out, I was listening to Wildy and Tausch earlier today. Wildy had a stat that basically lined up and said, people talk like A.J. Hawk was a bad linebacker, but yet we were raving over Edgerrin Cooper last year that did something that A.J. Hawk had done in his career too, some kind of combo on statistics, right? But then Tauscher cut him off and said, but what year was that for A.J.? He said it was year 6. Edgerrin Cooper did this crap his rookie year, man. That's why I'm so like,
a rookie year cut short by some missed time also.
Yeah, right.
Yep.
Right.
Yeah. He honestly kind of reminds me of Patrick Willis a little bit, just with the speed and the physicality that he can bring.
That's a good comp.
Sure. But, we just didn't, get to see all of Patrick Willis. But, I mean, like, I'll take that right now. Quay was talking in his interview about the linebackers just have size, speed, and toughness, right? That's Jacob took notes on that?
No.
I'm getting accused of vaping. I'm not Emilio. I don't vape.
He's not vaping. He's over there and
he's over there baking.
He's over sniffing markers is what he's doing.
No, but I really do think that, we'll have that speed at linebacker. That's going to be key. Length, everything. I mean, the guy's willing to tackle, willing to stick your nose in there. You have a thumper in, Isaiah McDuffie. You got speed and physicality in Quay and Coop. Isaiah Simmons, I can't wait to see what we have there. So I do think that the whole defense is sort of coming together now. It really is.
Yeah. And, here's the other thing, too. Like Ron Sample makes it. Yeah, there you go.
Coach Landman. Amen. Preaching to the choir. Quay reminds me of a young Bobby Wagner. I love it.
Yeah. And Ron Sample, Quay playing for that contract could be a big year if he stays healthy. If he stays healthy, and you get like a 3 or 4 game span last year where him and Edgerrin Cooper were on the field consistently together, and you can see it kind of clicking with Quay. And listen, I know Quay's been here longer, but I'm sure Quay's the kind of worker, and he's got, you got to lower that ego and look over at Edgerrin and go, okay, what is he doing different that I haven't done, right? And I'm telling you, the only thing that Edgerrin Cooper has that Quay doesn't have is just that instinct to go get the freaking ball. Just don't hesitate, don't overthink, right? Mm-hmm. Know your assignment, be assignment sure, and just shoot your shot, right? It's easier, said than done, sitting here in a cushy chair underneath the air conditioning, right? But when the game's on the line, it's hard to kind of pull the trigger on that stuff. But I'm telling you, man, if he puts it together this year, Edgerrin Cooper continues to take a step. Rashawn Gary now has LVN emerge. If this camp spark holds true, dude, this defense, I'm telling you, man, it could take that step. And you guys know I've been preaching the whole offseason, don't be surprised if they take a slight step back statistically, because historically that happens with good defenses, right? Especially when you get a new DC, the second year they take a step back. But everything's trending towards they may skyrocket to a legit, top 3 defense, as were last year. I feel really, really comfortable saying they were top 10, maybe even top 5.
Yep.
So
I love your point about Quay and Coop too, because we always talk about like Quay providing that kind of veteran leadership, and we've talked about him kind of taking Edgerrin Cooper under his wing. But what kind of gets glossed over is the fact that we've got Edgerrin Cooper here, and the young gun is pushing the OG to kind of step his game up and refine his game. We talk about iron sharpening iron. That goes both ways. So you want guys on your team that are going to make everyone around them better, and I think that's probably an attribute that Quay and Coop both share for sure. It's going to be fun to see those two on the field at the same time. Finally.
Definitely. So there you go. There is your Edgerrin Cooper update.